Welcome back to Thrifting Thursdays. It's been a couple weeks. This week we're in Dartford again. Hopefully it lives up to how good Dartford was last time, because last time Dartford was a madness. But as normal, we start off in Dartford Park, heading our way to the town. I threw up a little Instagram post about my new GoPro. I hope you can notice the difference, because I think it looks nuts. But our first charity shop that we hit up was the RSPCA charity shop. As normal, you gotta love this RSPCA charity shop. It always comes through. But for the first time ever, the door was shut, which kind of concerned me for a second, because I thought it was shut. I did get a little bit worried, let me not lie. I headed inside, headed my way round to the men's, and the first item that I come across which really intrigued me was this football t-shirt. For a split second, I thought I'd found an Inter Milan t-shirt. I got very gassed, because you could say I do like the Inter Milan home kit, you could say I also have a couple, so you could see my excitement. But my dreams got shattered very quickly, because I see that it was just a plain, like, normal striped Nike t-shirt. I was very disappointed, I can't lie. But then I flicked to the t-shirt behind it, and it was this weird graphic t-shirt. It says, "I've got a bear behind," which I didn't really understand until I flipped it behind, and there was a print of a bear on the back. This t-shirt was so sick. It was even a small as well. I heavily considered picking it up, but I didn't really like the way the neck looked. I liked like the ribbed necks on t-shirts. He says as he wears a neck that is exactly the same as that t-shirt, but that one just looked weird for some reason. But I just kept going through the rails, and I can't lie, it was a little bit of a bust. There really wasn't anything else in this charity shop. I thought I found some like interesting cool mat. I really don't know what I thought it was, but it was like a Santa sack, so I wasn't going to be getting that. Like, it's not that close to Christmas. But anyway, I walked a little bit further on down to the Eleanor charity shop, which is never normally open, which for the second time in history has been open. And this was the exact same Eleanor charity shop which I got this t-shirt out of, and which I got the giveaway item out of. So this charity shop's come through in a big way before, so I was very excited when I went inside. But before I went inside, I see this Homer like donuts like Simpsons thing. I thought it looked pretty cool. Only thing is, it said it was missing some of the donuts, and I don't really know where I would put it in my room. I'm kind of running out of space. But then I see this weird little black box on the side, and I was thinking, what is that? So I picked it up, and it was an Apple TV. An Apple TV in a charity shop. I was thinking, whoa, like what? Like, surely that can't work. I don't know how Apple TV works. I did Google it, and I know you got to pay a subscription. Otherwise, if you didn't, I probably would have bought this. It was only £15. I don't think it had the remote though. But my only thing I was thinking, is it in a charity shop for a reason? Has someone broken it and given it away? I weren't really risking that £15. But I started off with this little like coats rack, but to be honest, it really was lacking pretty hard. There really wasn't anything in there. Apart from this like Duplo jacket, which I did kind of find cool until I see it was Duplo. If it was like a unknown kind of brand, I probably would have picked it up, but Duplo, not a bit of me. And then I headed over to the very famous Jackets rail, which I got that giveaway item out of, which has now been converted into a Blazers rail, which I can't lie, I was very disappointed about. Like, what a big demotion. The amount of 32 waist trousers they had in this charity shop was insane. Like 30 to 32, they had so many. I say it in every episode, I can never find any that are 30 to 32. In here, there was arguably too many, but in the end, I didn't actually get any of them because they weren't cool enough, or they just weren't any branded ones or anything that really caught me interest. But then I was going through the Polo shirts, and I see an e-scooter roll past me, and I was thinking, what's going on? Like, who's brought an e-scooter into a charity shop? I look up, and there was this man, an elderly gentleman with an e-scooter, which was a ride-on. I thought that was so cool. Like, I would love to see him ride it. I thought that was amazing. But after going back and considering that Apple TV for a second time, I decided to leave it, and I headed out of the Eleanor charity shop. And I headed down to the Scope charity shop, which once again has come through many times in the past. Like, I've got quite a lot out of this charity shop. I always seem to come away with something. And I went over to this rail that had brand new on it, and I see this like bandana overshirt style thing. I've been looking at getting one of these on Boohoo for a little while, so when I see it, my eyes lit up just a little bit. Only thing was, it was a size large, and I think it was quite a big size large, so I had no chance of being able to fit into it. But it was a really cool item. I was very disappointed it was a large though. And then I started going through the trousers, and once again in this charity shop, I see the photo shoot sample tag on some of the items. I've definitely referenced this in one of the previous like Thrifting Thursdays. In this charity shop, they always have like photo shoot sample items on there, or like any just like weird ASOS items that have like tags on them from ASOS. I don't know what it means. Are they like defective ones? Or really the bigger question is, who's donating them? Like, is there someone from ASOS donating them, or is there like a really big photographer in Dartford which is for ASOS who's just donating them every time? But once again, in this charity shop, I normally slag it off. As I said, they had so many 30 and 32 waist trousers, joggers, everything like that in here, which you just don't normally see. They're normally like 38 or 36. You never normally see 32s, but once again, nothing I was really interested in. I then had a quick wrestling match trying to get these pair of like green, weird kind of trousery things back on the hanger, because for some reason they just wouldn't go on the hanger. I spent a good minute trying to get them on the hanger. Like, it was a stress. I don't know why it was so hard. I then see this denim jacket on this like coats route. I've been really looking to get a denim jacket for a little while. I was really tempted to buy it for a new series which I've got coming up, which you should stay tuned for, which is a big reason to subscribe. Don't know why you wouldn't want to subscribe anyway, but unfortunately it wasn't my size. But once again, it had one of them weird tags on it. I really want to know now what they are. Next time I go in this charity shop, I'm asking what they mean. But then I started going through the t-shirts. The only t-shirt that really stood out to me was this Hummel t-shirt. Apart from that, really wasn't anything too else going on in this t-shirt section. It was pretty dry. Surprisingly for this charity shop as well, they had a really poor shoe selection. Normally the shoes in here are really good. Obviously the ASOS mystery person hasn't had a delivery of shoes recently, but due to the lack of shoes, I moved on to the rail that normally has like hoodies and like overshirts and everything like that, and I came across this blue overshirt. I did kind of consider it for a second, but I don't know what put me off. I just didn't like it for some reason, to be honest. I don't really know what it was, but a couple items on, I see this Levi's polo shirt in a yellow. Not really my colour, so I thought I'll move on. I'll come back to it and see how I feel once I've gone through the rest of the rails. And I continued on and I found so many of these like knitted jumpers. I really want to get one of these knitted jumpers. I did order one off ASOS a little while ago and it was oversized, but it was really oversized, like way too oversized for me to wear it. I just didn't like it. But after I went through the rail that was underneath the rail that had the Levi polo on, and I went through the other t-shirts rail, I decided I'll go back and look at that Levi polo one more time. And I pulled it down to inspect if it had any stains on it, and a Levi's tag came flying out of it. So this means this Levi's polo is brand new. So as soon as I see that, I knew I was going to pick it up. I think this is an absolute banger of a pickup. Got 2 Levi pickups recently from Dartford. The top I'm currently wearing and this, Dartford's Levi Central. Hopefully this polo should fit. It is a medium, so I'd assume so. And it said relax fit, so I hope. Oh, this one doesn't actually smell overly bad. I might actually keep the tag in and start wearing it like this. But this is actually a perfect fit, and to be honest, I actually really like it. I didn't actually think I was gonna like this, but I actually think I'll wear this now. Like, this could actually be an item that I'd wear pretty often. This really reminds me of something that you'd get out of Urban Outfitters or something like that. So to only get this for £10, I think that's an absolute bargain. But I then headed on to the British Heart Foundation charity shop and headed over to the backside of the men's section, and I see this DVD which had a bit of a questionable cover. Thought it was weird that they chose that as one of the main display pieces. Must be a big film that I don't know about or something like that. But then I started going through the top section of the t-shirts, and the only half interesting thing was that Rudolph t-shirt. Apart from that, this section was pretty dry. Like, there really wasn't anything there. I then moved down to the coat section, and there once again there was absolutely nothing. I'm quite disappointed about that because it is coming into winter. I need a new coat. I did get one for Pre-Love Kilo when I went the other week, and it is arguably my favourite coat which I've ever got. Once again, I put a little post about it on my Instagram. It's absolutely amazing. The only thing that I actually picked up and looked at in this charity shop though was this like Santa Christmas jumper. Probably will sell quite quickly in there, to be fair, because it is coming up to Christmas, but it's not a bit of me. I did also look at this Burberry looking scarf, but it looks heavily worn. Like, I weren't going to be coming away with that, but those scarves are pretty cool. I then headed into our second Eleanor charity shop of the day, but to be honest, this Eleanor charity shop never brings anything good, so I had low expectations. And my low expectations were met with an even lower reality. Like, there literally wasn't anything in here, like literally nothing. Sometimes I say that and I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but this time there was nothing. But then I moved on to the Mary Curry charity shop. I'm getting good at saying that now. I used to say Mary Carey. I'm improving. I'm getting there. And I got the biggest like juk I've ever got in any of these episodes. I thought I see a Billionaire Boys overshirt. literally, my jaw almost hit the floor for half a second. I actually got so excited. But then it all came crashing down when I realised they were like bulldogs. But don't lie, that does look very similar to something that Billionaire Boys would put out. But then the only other half interesting thing in this charity shop was this Elise like track jacket. It looked fake though, which I thought was quite weird. Like, why would you fake an Elise jacket? But apart from that, this charity shop was very dead. But once again, another successful trip to Dartford. We got that Levi Polo. What an absolute banger. But I really do hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in another Thrifting Thursday or another one of my videos.